All right, Eric Holmes, you have a movie called, it's a rom-com, and it's called Running on Empty. It hits theaters on August 9th, and it'll be on VOD August 27th. Stars Keir Gilchrist and Lucy Hale, Francesca Eastwood, and Jim Gaffigan, who we loved a couple of years ago from that movie. I'm trying to remember what movie from Jim
Linoleum.
Gaffigan. Linoleum, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, really love Linoleum. Anyways, Running on Empty, it centers on this guy named Mortimer, played by Keir Gilchrist. He's a quote odd but clever young man living in California's San Fernando Valley, and then he hears some life-changing news. Determined to make most of his everyday existence, Mort sets on a spirited quest to find meaning in his life and discovers the girl of his dreams along the way. That girl of his dreams is played by Lucy Hale. It's set in the San Fernando Valley. I've since I was 10 years old, I've lived in the San Fernando Valley. Actually, I lived a couple years here and there, but most I consider myself a San Fernando Valley resident. So this movie kind of hits home as a I don't even know if it's a romantic comedy. Is it a drama or whatnot? I don't know. Eric Holmes will mention and talk about Running on Empty right now. What did you think of this movie, Eric?
It's definitely got a romantic comedy feel to it, but it's also a dark comedy because basically they have a service that pinpoints your death day, murders, tragic accidents notwithstanding. And Mortimer's death day is like less than a year. He goes to a like a dating service sort of thing. Their whole thing is they like to match people with their death days. And since his is real short, like there's some people that like, oh yeah, you're gonna find a lot of women. They like to just kind of bang and scram, that sort of thing. And since you're dying soon, like there's no commitment. They love that. But it's weird because it's not a typical romantic comedy because he's not looking for love specifically. He's just kind of like, we'll see we'll see what happens. But mostly he's just kind of going through life and trying to make the most of what he's got left. And it's real sweet, darkly funny a lot of times, and not. Yeah, it's kind of roomy, but it's got a little different kind of edge to it that you don't normally see in these kind of movies.
I think I forgot the name of the director. You interviewed the director as well. How did that go? I
Yes,
think you've been doing
Daniel
so many.
Andre.
I'm sorry?
Daniel Andre.
Okay, yeah. And what was it like talking to the director from, if you can remember any of that
I was
discussion?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty much talking about just that, just kind of the writing, because like I guess much like the instigators, there's not a lot of plot to this. I mean, the plot is he's gonna die, and then we're just kind of following him. So we just get to watch a bunch of different fun characters pop in and out of his life, and yeah, it's good stuff.
Is it a sad, bittersweet, sad type of movie? The way it's,
No, no,
oh,
not, and you would think a movie about someone dying would be incredibly sad, but no, it was real lighthearted. Even the main character is kind of, I mean, he's a mortician, so he's kind of reserved to that. It's like, hey, you're gonna die in a year. He's like, it happens.
wow.
Like he takes it incredibly well.
Okay, so again, it has also starring in this movie is Monica Potter and yeah, so be Reese Corey, Coiro, and some really good people. And it's an indie movie, right? It's pretty much an indie film.
Yeah, it's real slick looking. Oh, and Reese plays Simon.
Mhm.
His character is freaking hilarious.
Okay, all right. So that is running on.
There's one scene that I was like just cracking up for like 10 minutes, and I can't say because it's a spoiler, but it's good stuff.
Oh, very good stuff. Okay, so running on empty. Eric, what is final thoughts and your rating?
I mean, I can't be giving out 6.9 stars to everything, so I'm gonna go 4.5 on this one. But this one's got room to grow. If you like romantic comedies, this is like top tier version of that.
Again, and what makes it so top tier? Is it the performances, or is it just that really interesting plot thing where
Definitely the characters. I think the characters, and then just the dark humor of it all, because they just go certain places that you don't expect in a movie like this.
Hmm, okay, so that is again running on empty. The main cast is Keir Gilchrist, Lucy Hale, and Francesca Eastwood. Theatrical on August 9th and on VOD August 27th.